In this video, we're going to be inspecting the Hublot Meca 10 titanium 42 millimeter. This is one of the most heartbreaking videos I have to make. I was the first to get this pre-owned in the States, and the first to sell it here in the States, and it didn't last long. I barely got a chance to try it on or wear it, but it is what it is. So we're going to take a look, make sure everything's running the same as we got it a few weeks ago, check out the aesthetics, all that good stuff, and then ship it off. So let's get into it. Really is probably, I would say, my top 3 Hublots I've had. It's the perfect watch. It's a 10-day power reserve, manual wind. It's beautiful, it's very wearable. Anybody at any size can usually wear 42 millimeters. The 45 that they came out with before is amazing, but this is just more wearable. It's more thin. It's great. I mean, it's obviously got the quick change straps, which are nice. And it's just super smooth. So it's a great sports watch. You could do anything with it. It's good to go to dinner with. It's good to work out in. It's good to play a sport in because it's so light. It weighs with a canvas strap, I think I weighed it at right at 70 grams, maybe 69. With this rubber strap, it's probably a little bit more, especially with this class, but just a crazy piece. And you can tell the condition is pretty much like new, I would say. I mean, I'm not going to say like new in a listing because I know it was worn here and there, but there's no scratches on it. Everything's clean. Case back is crazy. Just such a cool piece. So something Hublot started to do with their straps, which I really like, is they used to have bigger hole spacing. So sometimes if you're like me, depending on your wrist size, I was kind of in between on holes. And so there'd be one sizing that's definitely too tight, and then the next sizing is just a tiny bit too big. With this, I mean, you hit the perfect size for your wrist every time. So I'm really happy they went to those new holes. Clasp is the same as before. Strap is the same. This is the standard Unico strap for 42 millimeters. So any 42 millimeter strap, quick change, will go into that. And of course, we have the face of the watch with that 42 millimeter size and the massive 10-day power reserve. So if you see me wind this here, right now this indicates we're at 2 days of power, 48 hours of power. And just like that, we are now at 4 days of power, or 96 hours of power. And you can see the 10 creeping up here. I'm not going to make it go all the way to 10 now, but just so you can see everything. Again, this is probably my favorite Hublot that I've had in a long time. It kind of combines everything amazing that Hublot has done, and nobody has done a watch like this. For a 10-day power reserve, for it to be 70 something grams is just insane. So love the titanium. The only thing that could maybe be better than this for me is, I'd like to see the carbon in person to see if I like that. But you're also looking at a bigger price tag. I think the carbon is probably low 30,000 MSRP, and this is obviously at a more affordable price. I'm the only person that you could get this for, 15 to 17K, right? So it's a cool thing to have. I'm not surprised that it didn't last long. Love that you can completely see through it as well. Really cool. So this thing is good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and pack it up here in a bit. Also, say the only thing I could get that could maybe top this is I might try to get the carbon. Obviously, it's going to come with a much heavier price tag. There are none on the market now, And that is the thing with new Hublots that hit the market. I get quite a few clients and even dealers that want me to get something specific that just came out a few months ago. And the thing is, like, there usually aren't any, and you have to get lucky and you have to have the right connections, like myself. So if something just came out 2, 3 months ago, the chances are really low that someone's going to spend, 30 grand MSRP on a watch and then want to sell it a few months later. It's not super common, especially with these special pieces. Like, this isn't typically an entry level piece that someone would get, as their first watch. And so people already know what they want, and when they get something like this, they usually hang on to it for a little bit. But if you want any Hublot at all, I'm usually your guy, so you can hit me up on Instagram at WristGameMiami, or you can text me directly for any watch. I'll leave my number in the description. See you on the next one.